I'm discovering that a lot of people think they can buy being a good person. You can't buy being a good person. My friend said, "Why am I not tipping at this restaurant?" I said, "I'm not tipping the restaurant because I pay for the whole meal. I pay for me and him. You can leave a tip. Tell you what, every time we go out, I will pay the entire meal and you leave a tip." That's usually the deal I do with my friends. I'll pay for everybody at a table. There's 4, 5, 7 people, as long as they cover the tip. He said, "Yeah, but why don't you tip?" I said, "I don't tip because I don't have the money to." "You have the money to pay for both our foods but not the tip?" "Correct. I have none for that. I'm not good at justifying that." "You could tip. You have physical cash on you." "I never carry physical cash. It's a lot easier that way." He was very upset by this. I was a little bit confused. He said, "Well, you're not a good person." First off, I'm never concerned about being a good person. Just want to point that out immediately. That's not my concern. My concern is being kind and fun. Those are the two things I care about. Kind and fun. Those are the two things that matter to me. He said, "I'm not a good person because I don't tip." That's not true. I'm not a good person for many reasons, actually. I'm not a good person because I used to maim people. I'm not a good person because I used to steal copper. I'm not a good person because I've taken catalytic converters. That's why I'm not a good person. That is a variety of reasons why I'm not a good person. I used to fight people just for the love of the game. I used to do ignorant stuff in Detroit, Michigan. I stay in Detroit. Of course, I've done horrible things. However, this is not the reason I'm not a good person. He said, "People that are good people tip." I said, "That's not true at all. That's not even close to true. Horrible people tip. I've been tipped by the worst people. I've received, when I was a service worker, I got tipped by the worst people because they think that you can buy being a good person. Doesn't matter how much you donate to charity. Doesn't matter how much you tip. Being a good person isn't something you can buy your way into. It is an action of how you act. If you're too obsessed with being good, you think you can just buy your way into the good person club and be the good people. Be a good person. Be a good thing. Be a good Samaritan. Being a good Samaritan, you gain nothing for it. The beauty of being a good person is that you don't do or get anything. You don't get anything when you're a good person. You just are. That's what it is. You don't gain an action. You don't gain some membership card, some national thing or anything of that variety. You just are a good person. It's just the nature of who you are. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. I have no good intentions in any capacity. I don't. I just aim for to be kind and make sure nobody is offended and make sure nobody is destroyed in my wake. That's what I care about. I'll make sure I can do harmless fun for the most part. That's really how I operate. I just want to be chaotic and have a fun time and not be restricted. That's all I want to do. What's messing me up is that he was so angry at this that he said to her, he said, "I left the tip." I said, "Okay, that's cool. It's fine." And I said, "I'd pay for the meal, I guess." So I'll pay for the $78 meal that he got because he got dessert and extras and appetizers. And then he left a $15 tip on a $78 check. And I thought that was pretty good. And we left. He has not hung out with me in a minute. He's very upset by this. Made a post about me saying I don't tip and the whole thing. And I think that's childish and petty. I think that's weird. I do tip when I can or when I'm by myself, not when I'm with friends.